The start of 2025 has been rough. Aside from the elephant in the room, the ludicrous political climate, I've been in the process of reconstructing my whole identity. But as essential as personal growth is, you do need to know when to exit your healing era. Best way to do this? Travel to a completely new environment.
Mesdames, Messieurs, nous arrivons à Genève. Next stop, Geneva, main station. Next halt, Hauptbahnhof.
I've always been drawn to Switzerland. I used to be convinced that I was going to end up living there. And this trip was a confirmation that it's still on the cards. In my era of unemployment, I've tried to ground myself through my relationships, and lucky me, I had strong connections to reignite in both Geneva and Zurich. So come along on this travel vlog as we wander through the fairy tale forests of the Jura Suisse, unlock some cheesy firsts, hello fondue, and witness me catching feelings for urban Switzerland. Honestly, who knew? And spoiler alert, by the end of this trip, I'm going to be asking myself whether I could live here or not. As an outdoor-obsessed queer person trying to find both peace and community. By the way, feel free to pop any questions in the comment section below, or offer any tips for future Swiss trips. Also, if you'd like to join me on any more outdoor adventures across Europe, make sure to hit that subscribe button. First, let's confirm some myths. Switzerland is as clean as they say, and everything's expensive. What an outstanding country though. It's every outdoor lover's dream. Aside from the downside that it's unreasonably expensive, €4 for rockets, seriously Switzerland? The landscapes are picture perfect. Sometimes eerily perfect. It's like they've been combed to perfection. I had the privilege of staying with some friends in Geneva and Zurich, and what a lineup! One of my favorite things about travel as a queer person is also clocking the vibe of a new city. Like, do I feel seen here? Safe? Geneva gave mysterious elegance, and Zurich gave maybe I need a trust fund? The weather wasn't really optimal on my first 2 days, but this ended up being an absolute gift, since I got to have the snow day of my dreams. I don't understand why people hate on the rain or just bad weather generally. When you think about it, what falls from the sky is our biggest blessing. It's literally the creator of all life on this planet. Honestly, rainy days are seriously underrated in my opinion. And snow! Wow! It's been a while since I saw such pristine snow. Thick, pillowy snow draping majestic Tannenbäumen. So I arrived on Friday. On Saturday, we took the train to the mountains, to the Jura Suisse. It's actually right on the border with France and crosses into there. As we rode the train up, first parallel to Lake Geneva, past some premium Swiss homes, then inland into the suburbs, further up into farmland, and suddenly the train overtook the clouds and snow blanketed everything around us. As we arrived at our destination, the snow was falling in clumps. We exited the train and suited up to shield ourselves from the elements. I was so excited. This is so exciting. I haven't had a proper snow adventure like this in ages. We marched on for a couple of hours through winter wonderlands, fairy tale forests, and a lot of snow. Two hours into our excursion, the snowfall reached optimal level for snowshoes. We buckled and clipped on and set off, feeling a little heavier for the amount of snow sticking to our snowshoes. But we went underway with much more ease and larger strides. By the way, I'm curious, would you have snowshoed in this kind of weather? Comment below. Our snowy morning ended at a cozy hut, deserving of our anxiously awaited fondue. Also, the moment I saw the cozy hut, my inner cottagecore lesbian screamed.
We made it to the chalet. Time for fondue. I'm really excited. This is the first fondue of my life.
Can you believe this was actually my first fondue ever? And it was fantastic, damn. Post-lunch check-in. I'm really excited to get back in the forest, but I'm also really tired. Good. Raquette is actually more tiring than a hiking, I'd say. A lot of firsts today, which makes me really happy. Raquette and fondue. I'm slightly lactose intolerant, so I actually feel a little bit sick now. The next day, we took more time to tour Geneva. I love the intricacies and flourishes on Swiss buildings. I mean, of course it reeks of money, but in an aesthetic, tastefully thought out kind of way. After an exquisite brunch, the millefeuille was an absolute highlight. We hopped on board a boat to cross the lake. I was thrilled to witness panoramic views over the city and its alpine backdrop from the lake. It's a shame I didn't get to see Geneva in the sun. I'm told you can even see Mont Blanc in the distance, but seeing the hills speckled with snow was just as magical. We also stopped off at some stunning botanical gardens in the park. Bear in mind, it's March, but it was filled with exotic plants and flashy colors. I love these little orange ones. They smell really nice too. And some very spiky cacti. So, I don't know what this guy's beef is, but he seems pretty angry. He's very spiky. Beware. I loved the city. I loved the lifestyle. But little did I know what Switzerland would be like in the sun. After my stay in Geneva, I took the train to Zurich. And let me tell you, this train. Lac Léman in the sun. Lac Léman full stop. Wow, this train circumnavigates an incredibly large lake with the backdrop of the Alps, then pierces into an agricultural plateau, still in the watchful shadow of the Alps, and always adorned with giant fir trees. When I got to Zurich, I do what I always do when I arrive in a German-speaking land. I devoured a pretzel. Zurich gave me a good time. An excellent time. I think I was particularly lucky with the timing. It had that first day of spring vibes to it. Everyone was out by the river, including the classical pianists. I mean, does it get more idyllic? I found an amazing viewpoint that showcased all the spiky church spires and continued to peruse down the streets lined with flawless architecture. Something in Zurich healed my sense of loss. Maybe it was seeing my ex, or maybe it was the realization that it's okay not to have it all figured out, that enjoying each sun-kissed moment and stunning landscape is enough. Would I live here? Absolutely. Would I want to be gay here? Ugh, I don't know. This is the great inner conflict that I constantly have to face. How do I balance my love for the outdoors with my need for queer community? It's one of the reasons I've felt so insecure about being single. Like, rationally, I know that a partner is not going to fix me or my life. I so often feel like I have to pick between the serenity of nature and the validation of community. But this trip reminded me that queer joy doesn't have to live only in clubs or cities. It can echo off of snowy peaks too. So, would I move to Switzerland? I'm having such a phenomenal day. This is honestly really putting Zurich very high up on the list of potential next homes. This mountain backdrop, what the hell? It's insane. Maybe. By the way, if any gay Swiss people or gay people living in Switzerland are watching this video, could you let me know what the LGBT scene is like in Switzerland? Is there one? Is it underground? I didn't really spend any time looking for it, but I'd really love to hear about anyone's experiences. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this vlog, don't forget to hit the sub button, and I hope I'll see you on the trail sometime soon. Bye!